Hey guys, my name is Darek. I'm from the martial art therapy program, and welcome to our self-care session. So, let's start with the code. So, point to your muscle, tell yourself, be strong, be calm, and try hard. So, to talk about physical, mental, and emotional strength, and I think part of it doing self-care is taking care of physical, mental, and emotional self. Bring it in front of you and just gently roll your wrist. So meditation is very important as part of self-care, but also a little bit of physical exercise and getting our body moving is quite important as well. So just roll your wrist gently and then roll your wrist the other way. So I might move around a little bit more so you guys can see what I'm doing. Just relax your shoulders and just move your wrist around. Good, and then your forearms. It's really good to get all of our joints going in the morning, just so that we feel a little bit better about ourselves. Move your shoulders forward, bring your shoulders all the way up to your ears, drop them down, relax. Try to bring your shoulder blades together, up and down, and other way. Good. And now a little bit of a tricky exercise, one shoulder forward, one shoulder backwards, and then other way. Good. And now gently move both hands forward. Good. And then so backwards. Good. Now one hand forwards, one hand backwards. It's just like swimming in a circle. Other way. And I know for a fact most people find this quite challenging. So when we find something challenging, it's important to breathe, relax, and just focus on what we're doing. So this is what we're doing with heat. So if you bring your hands to the side and just turn your hips one way, breathe in, breathe out, and gently bring both hands over the top of your head and turn your hips and drop one hand in front, one hand at the back. Okay, and again, turn your hips, breathe in, hands come up, turn your hips, and drop one hand to the front and one hand at the back. And again, breathe in, turn your hips, and breathe out. And then other way, breathe in, one hand comes up to the front, one hand comes up to the back, breathe out. Good. And one more time, breathe in, and breathe out. Good. So normally when we do this with the breathing, it's much easier. Now just keep your legs up and down, put your hands on your hips. You can do this with breathing as well. So breathe in, breathe out, and you bring your chin down. Breathe in, breathe out, and move your neck from side to side. Relax your shoulders. Make sure you don't overdo it. Quite important to make sure you don't injure yourself. Good. And then just move your neck to the side and try to touch your collarbone with your chin. And then move your neck to the other side and try to touch your collarbone with your chin. Again, to the side, touch your collarbone, chin. Good. And another side. Good. And now just move your hips around. One way, relax. Good, and move your hips around the other way. Whenever we do this exercise with young people, we always see smiles on their faces, which is great to see, by the way. But hips are quite important part of our body, so always make sure you take good care of your hips. Now, bend your knees a little bit. Okay, go down, put your hands on your knees, and gently roll your knees round and round. One way, stop, other way. Good. And come up. Now from here, you can lift your left or right heel, and then with your heel, make some nice circles. One way, other way. Good, and then change. One way, other way. So, good. And just good, good, good. Okay. So from here, what I want you guys to do, I want you to bring your hands in front of you. Okay. And try to get all the air out of your lungs. Push your body slightly forward. And then come up. As you come up, you bring air into your stomach. And bring your hands over your head. Breathe in. Open your chest. Try to bring your shoulder blades together. Breathe in a little bit more. And then bring your hands in front of you and breathe out. And then roll your body a little bit. And as you do that, try to get more air out of your body. And again, breathe in. Open your chest. Bring your hands to the front and breathe out. One more time, breathe in. Chest. And breathe out. And last time, breathe in. And breathe out. Good, and shake loose a little bit. So sometimes when we don't really do breathing properly and we start doing breathing exercises, sometimes you might feel a little bit dizzy. So just be careful. If you need to sit down, sit down. So we're going to do a couple of more breathing exercises, and they might be a little bit challenging, but they kind of combine with some stretching. So what I want you to do with your left hand, bring your left hand in front, just like that, and then bring it around like this. It's almost like boom. Now, with your right hand, we're going to do a little bit of a, not quite a karate technique, but just imagine you giving a pizza to somebody. Yeah, beautiful. And now, put one hand on top of the other, so you put your elbow on top of your head. Good. Now, from here, you bring this hand down, this hand up. Don't worry if you get this wrong. It's not about getting it right or wrong. Now you can do this. Now one hand goes down, one hand comes up. Make nice big circle. Breathe in, bring your hands here, and push your hands out in front of you and breathe out. Good. Now we're going to do the opposite side. So one hand here, one hand there. Good. One hand comes in, one hand comes out. Nice big circle. Again, don't worry if you get this right or wrong. Bring your hand back this way. Push your hand out and breathe out. Good. So like all new things, this will be a little bit challenging for quite a few people, which is all right. Life is a challenge, and sometimes we just need to learn how to deal with challenges. Right, so again, left hand out, as if you were giving something to someone, and then go boom. You drop it, and then you do something else. Good. And then from here, let's go slowly. This hand goes in, this hand comes out. I hope you guys can see this. Then you make a circle with your hands. Bring your hands this way, and then push. Good. And then opposite side. One hand in, one hand out. Nice big circle. Bring your hands in, breathe in, and breathe out. So like in anything in life, when we start doing something first, it's quite challenging and difficult, but then over time it becomes easier. As I always say to kids, nothing is easy, but things get easier after a while. One hand in, one hand out, one hand comes in, one hand comes out. Nice big circle, and push up. And one more time. One hand comes in, one hand comes out, in, out, and push up. So one of the things, so we'll do this a few times. So have one right hand up and then left hand. I always say to kids that first of all, practice makes you tired, and then eventually you improve. In, out, and push up. And again, one hand in, out, nice big circle, and push up. And so you keep on switching hands. Well, once you hit right hand on top, and once you hit left hand, and then change right hand on top. Good. And nice big circle, both hands in. So this time, instead of pushing hands to the front, I want you guys to lean a little bit to your left and push your hands over. Your right hand goes over your head, so you get nice stretch here and breathe out. Good. And then left hand on top, left hand comes in, right hand comes out. Nice big circle. As you do the circle, you breathe in, and lean to your right, and push, and breathe out. Okay, now right hand on top. One more time. Nice big circle. Breathe in. Lean to your left again. Your right hand goes over your head, and breathe out. And opposite side. So doing this exercise actually helps to get your body a little bit moving, but also it improves our breathing as well. Nice big circle. Good. So now that we're getting the hang of it, one more time, right hand on top. Nice big circle. Hands in. Now twist to your left. Look behind your left, and then push your right hand over your head to the back. Okay. Good. And come to the front again. Now left hand comes on top. Left hand comes down. Left hand comes in. Nice big circle. Turn. Look behind you over your right shoulder. Left hand goes over your head and push to the back. Relax your spine. Good. Now right hand on top again. It comes in, it comes out. Now big circle. This time lean forward a little bit. Try to keep your back straight. Bend your knees just a little bit and push your hands down to the bottom. And back. And up. Do this one more time. This time left hand on top. Nice big circle. And breathe out. And push your hands down. Good. And shake loose. So once you get the hang of it, it's nice to do this exercise. You start with pushing your hands in the front. One time right hand on top and left hand on top. Then you go once to the left, once to the right, and once behind you to the left, once behind you to the right, and once down at the bottom with right hand in front, and once down to the bottom with left hand in front. And if you synchronize this with your breathing, it's actually quite a nice stretch and breathing combined. So I'll just shake loose. Good. So part of self-care and physical, mental, and emotional well-being and taking care of ourselves. And I believe that physical exercise is quite important. So from here, what I want you guys to do, I want you to bring your hips in front, bend the knees a little bit, bring the legs shoulder width apart, and let's do some squats. Just a few little squats. So go down, and come up. 1, 2, 3, 4. So just make sure your knees are not pointing to the inside, outside. Your knees should be over your heels, and your toes should be pointing in the direction of your knees. So if your knees bend this way, your toes should be pointing in the same way. All right, so let's go. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. So I usually like to do push-ups. It's a really good way to get me going in the morning. But I do know that some people struggle with doing push-ups, and that's okay. And so sometimes, it's actually quite often, I hear people say like, "Oh, I can't do push-ups." And that's fine. Again, positive self-talk is quite important. So I always encourage young people never to say I can't do something. Just say I can't do it yet, or I can do it the best of my ability. So if you are unable to do proper push-ups, the way you can start, not to walk here, but you can actually put your hands on the wall, if that's all you can do, and then just walk backwards a little bit. So you put a little bit of weight on the wall, and then you can do your wall push-ups. It's really, really nice beginning to push-ups. Or if you have a partner, I can see some of you guys with a partner, what you can do, you can bring your hands with your partner. So just punch hands with your partner if you have a partner, or you can put your hands against the wall. So if you have a partner, just go put your hands on your partner's palms. Make sure you stick to your social distancing. Yeah. And then take small step, just a really, really small step back. And then bend your arms a little bit. Tell your partner you're beautiful, and then push back again. Okay, so what if you bend your arms and say hello, and then push back again. Okay. So this requires a little bit of cooperation. So both people have to work together. So you bend your arms, say hello, and then push up again. So it's almost like doing push-ups on the floor, but with a little different way of doing push-ups. Up, hello, and then push up again. So let's try to do 10 of these. 1, and push back. 2. 1, and 2. 1, and 2. Now, if you do this with a partner, and you want to make this a little bit harder, you just take a small step back. Be careful not to fall. And then again, go 1, and push back 2. If you're really young and strong, you can take quite a few steps back, and you can almost go all the way down. Make sure you don't bang hands with your partner. Good. If you don't have a partner and you feel strong, you can do normal push-ups. Again, from here, you can go down on your knees, and you can do knee push-ups. So you could go down a little bit and then come up again, down and up. So whichever push-ups you can do, let's try to do 10. So if you want to do this on the floor, that's fine. If you want to do this against the wall, that's okay. If you want to do this with a partner, that's okay too. But there's something important about push-ups. The important thing is to always do one more, because part of self-care is also believing in ourselves, and we can always do one more. So I always encourage young people and my students to do what they can plus one more. It's part of positive reinforcing. Yeah. So let's just do 10 and then one more. 1, 2. If you can lift your knees off the floor. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and one more. 11. Good. Now turn on your backs. So part of feeling good about ourselves is also saying, like, you know what, yeah, I've done this morning. How good is that? So, and go down on your backs. Put your feet on the floor. Put your hands on your thighs. Okay, now breathe in, breathe out, and as you breathe out, you touch your knees and you go down again. So you don't have to go all the way up and down. If you can, that's fine, but just gentle up, touch your knees, and go down again. Okay. So sometimes, especially when you have back problems, it can be quite challenging, and some of the sit-ups are not exactly good for your back. But if you just roll your spine up, touch, and keep your tummy nice and tight, and go down gently. And try not to touch the floor with your shoulder blades. So let's do 10 of this. 1 and 2. Breathe in and breathe out as you come up. Breathe in and come up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Good. We might have done, and stand up slowly. And so we might have done 1 or 2 extra, but that's okay. I believe that doing a little bit extra, there's nothing with that. It's actually what I tell the kids, that extraordinary people are ordinary people that do a little bit extra. Okay, so bring your hands on the side, breathe in, breathe out. Good. Now what I want you guys to do, I want you to go up on your toes and go down again. Okay, so up on your toes, hold it there a little bit, and go down again. And again, up. It's a really nice exercise for your calf muscles. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, top, up, and down. So you can do as many of any of these exercises as you want. And I'm bringing it to the side, and from here just flick your fingers up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep your hands to the side. Stretch this hand. Stretch this hand. Try to bring your shoulder blades together and relax. Bring your hands back. Stretch and bring it together and relax. Good. And shake loose. Now bring your feet together and from the side. Just one physical exercise. Again, if you can, I encourage you to do this daily. I always encourage young people to do things daily. So put daily effort into life. Life is better when you put effort daily. Breathe in, breathe out. Now small jump up and clap your hands and bring your feet together. Beautiful. And again, 1 and 2. And then, yes, life is good. But I need to go to work. Yes, life is good. But there's other things that I need to do. But still, life is good. And again, 1 and 2. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Good. And shake loose. So again, you can do as many of them as you want. So bring it in front of you. Breathe in. And breathe out. Good. Again, bring it in front of you. Breathe in. And breathe out. And one more time, bring it in front of you. Breathe in. And breathe out. Good. So a very simple exercise, a daily exercise that I actually do every day. It's push-ups, sit-ups, squats, jumping jacks, and up and down on your toes and flicking your fingers open. So it's a really nice way to get our body going. And of course, a little bit of warm-up and part of the daily routine as well. It's really important, especially now that we don't really get the chance to walk around much and do the stuff that we normally like to do. It's important to get our bodies going. So if you spend 10, 15 minutes on just getting your joints going, moving your wrists, moving your elbows, shoulders, hips, knees, ankles. You can start with your ankles and then just move up, just get all of your body going. It's really nice way to start the day and just keep healthy. Okay. So just breathe in, breathe out. Good. Relax your shoulders back again and forward. Good. Okay. Good. So bring it up and tell yourself, put your point to your muscle, tell yourself, I'm strong.
Be strong.
So we talk about physical, mental, and emotional strength. So part of our well-being is being strong physically, mentally, and emotionally. You tell yourself, I'm calm. You breathe out, tell yourself, I'm calm. I'm kind. And I always say to kids, the most important person in your life that you need to be kind to is yourself. So take care of yourself because you cannot take care of anyone else unless you take good care of yourself. And then bring your hand into chamber and suddenly and try hard. So trying hard or putting effort is so important. Nothing happens in life unless we put effort into it. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed our session this morning and stay strong, keep well, bring your hands to the side. Thank you so much for being here and looking forward to seeing you next time.